welcome to your daily tarot card reading. This is Born Without Boundaries. I am Michelle. Welcome to the channel. I'm glad that you're finding me, whether it's on Instagram Live, which is where you can join me live. We can shoot the shit. This is what I'm doing right now. If you're seeing this on YouTube, however, you're on Astrology Motivation. So thank you so much for finding the channel. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Also hit all notifications so that you know when I upload your favorite content. I upload 3 different kinds of content to Astrology Motivation. The Astrology Motivation videos, which come out once a week. The weekly astrology forecasts, which is a day-by-day play-by-play of the week ahead in astrology, and that comes out once a week. And then these daily tarot card readings, which come out 5 times a week. So if you're looking for zodiac-specific messages, come and find my premier channel, Born Without Boundaries Tarot and Born Without Boundaries Vimeo, and that's where you get the zodiac sign-specific messages and the extended readings, and I hope you'll find that channel too. Okay, the advertisement's done, boo. Let's do it. This is your daily tarot card reading. Dude, I love it when the moon is in Taurus. It just feels good to me. What's up, guys? Thank you so much for joining. Today, the moon, it went void, of course. It's probably entering Gemini right now because it's entering Gemini 2:47 Eastern time. It's about that time right now. So the moon is entering Gemini. That means the sun is in Gemini, the moon is in Gemini, Mercury is in retrograde in Gemini, and Venus is in Gemini. This could be a very communicative, very fun-packed week, a time when we're flirting or being friendly with new people, when ideas as well as ideas will be very clear to us, but they'll also be easy for us to articulate. Ever since Mercury went into retrograde, I have been messing up every time I open my mouth. I'm just so like, blah, blah. And the internet has been horrendous. I don't know. Internet, it's interesting because the internet is usually run by Uranus. Like big tech is usually run by Uranus, and Uranus is not in retrograde, but it could be compromised in a way. Definitely is under contention from Saturn. There's that square that's been going on, and will be like basically creating the biggest and I would say most significant energy all year, this clash between the old and the new, the expectation of are you really fulfilling what you say you're fulfilling. It's almost like those arguments that happen between fathers and sons, or between you and your parents. Like it's like everybody's trying to one up the other by trying to figure out like who's doing it best or who could do it better. What we really need to focus on, especially during Gemini season, is just listening to each other so that we don't throw the baby out with the bathwater and we don't get rid of the old ways that actually work better, but we also are open to new ways that could work better. Our primary in our personal life and certainly in our communities and our society should always be to find the optimal way. If that's the old way, then that's the old way. I really hated in the past few years how we've just sort of like decimated a lot of things that were traditional simply because they were traditional and we wanted to pretend like we knew better, and we didn't. So a lot of that could be coming back around too, and especially with Saturn and Pluto in retrograde. This is what they're really going to be reviewing, is what we've put into place. Does it have any integrity at all? Does it have spiritual integrity, which is more Pluto? And does it have like social construct and actual 3D integrity? That would be more Saturn. Does it really hold up? Or do we just want it to because it sounds good and it's playing to our rhetoric? That's really what's going to become very obvious. It's not going to be as harsh as last year at all, but we do have that new moon coming up, solar eclipse. I still have to look into it. I was doing a lot of admin work this morning. I had to get stuff done. Astrology Motivation is full on official, up and running now, and I'm really, really grateful and glad. So there will be ads that are running now on those videos. The ads that I run are always the skippable ads, so that's 5 seconds of your time tops, so you don't have to worry about it or be afraid of it. Most of the people that watch my readings, energy to heavy, too heavy to hold, Capricorn here. Hey, no, not at all. I don't think the energy is too heavy to hold at all. I typically believe that it may feel that way. It may feel that way because things are slow and it feels sort of like we're in a mental quicksand right now, but that's only to make you pause and look around and be in the moment. You know, that's what it is. When Mercury is retrograding in Gemini, it's trying to ask you, be in the now. Gemini is all about the present moment. It's all about be here, be present, be now. Stop rushing. Don't rush. If you're trying to rush and you're trying to push things, that's where the heavy is coming from. Just an FYI. And that's where you really have to like slow yourself down and get yourself to sort of just be okay with the big things not happening right now, right? And even if we want them to, understand that this is just not the right timing for them to. And if you're really feeling like a lot of pressure, it's probably because, think about it, you're creating the pressure because you're pushing against something that right now is immovable. So don't do it. Don't waste your energy. It will move. So it's going to move again. But right now it's asking you, look around you. Look at what's happening right now. Look at your life right now. It's a time to understand yourself better, understand your surroundings better, understand your desires better. It's a time of understanding and learning right now. It's not the best doing time, doing as an action, unless the action is learning. Trying hard to get things done. Yeah, calm that down because you don't have to worry right now. The things that are supposed to be done right now will actually come with ease. You won't even ask for them. I mean, believe me, it's almost like Pluto and Saturn are going to deliver that shit to your door. The things that are meant to happen now are going to be universe delivered. And everything, it doesn't matter if you want it to be. It matters if it's ready to be. So those things that are meant to happen right now are going to be like universe delivered. It's going to be so easy, you didn't even think about it. If you're really having a hard time and you're struggling a great deal, it's because you're pushing too hard and you got to like let up some slack. I've been watching you on TV as well. Oh, you're so wonderful, man. On like big screen. That's cool, man. It's so cool how you can get like, you can cast to your television screen. That is so cool. I mean, some shit technology is really off the hook, I gotta say. Really fun stuff. So thank you for watching. I just appreciate it. So where is the moon? The moon right now is about in Gemini. Sent a request to be in your Oh, no. Okay. People do that on accident. I've learned that. I've learned that people don't actually really mean it. They're just like, I don't know. Instagram, I have to say, I don't mean to be critical, but sometimes it's hard to read. It's hard to find stuff on here. It's not the most comprehensive user interface. I hate to break it to you, IG, but you're not. And I think that lots of times people end up requesting to be part of the live video just because it's a button that's so close to just join the video. You know, it's weird. Today is still a day of planting. Oh, and there's a special little message. Hercilla is the Roman goddess of courage. You know, a lot of times we think that courage means battle, going out to the gladiator, like that high energy, extreme stuff. And that's not true. Courage is your decision to not give up in the face of fear. So whatever you're afraid of, and what you're afraid of could be stalling. You know, what you're afraid of could be not being appreciated. And so it takes courage to sort of let things play out instead of constantly attacking things because it does, because faith is a courageous act. And we need to remember that. And I've said it from the time Mercury went into retrograde. Faith is essential right now. Faith and patience and awakening and awoken awareness. Not woke, but awoken awareness. So connection with spirit so that you are connecting to your psyche. I've said your psyche is on point right now. Piscean energy is really secure. It's got Jupiter there, very happy. It's got Neptune there, very happy there. You know, it's the two planets, it's their domicile, right? So they're kind of like chilling and maxing and relaxing. And Jupiter and Neptune are pretty cool together, man. you know, Jupiter's kind of cool with everybody, but Jupiter and Neptune, I think Jupiter brings out the more spiritual side of Neptune, you know, the more faithful, but also the more psychic. So understand that that's really on point now, so that we can easily connect to the universe and not be so scared. The universe is trying to help us out. It's not trying to be against us right now. It's not trying to make it hurt. The universe was full on, full throttle. I'm gonna spank the shit out of you last year, and it did. But this year, it's like gentle parent. It's still gonna discipline, but it wants to help us through it. So it's really buffed up that psyche, so that we can know it's okay to not push right now. Can't you feel it? Can't you feel the flow? Don't try too hard on anything right now. That's not saying don't take bite-sized, you know, little steps. That's not what it's saying. But it is definitely like, don't push, man. Don't fucking push. Your psychic energy will be able to pick up on, if you're in tune, will be able to pick up on when to go, when to get going, and when to wait. And you'll see that a lot of people are really overreacting in terms of what they're trying to get done now. My best friend, God bless her, I still have to call her. She decided to sell her house during a Mercury retrograde. I don't know why she did that. Like, there's just going to be a lot of frustrations and a lot of contracts falling through. That's kind of what you can expect. And so I gotta give her a call. That reminds me. Don't try to do anything real big right now. You definitely want to wait till after, when communications are more articulate and things aren't kind of like asking you to stay where you are right now, and just consider things and look things over. Because that's really what we're supposed to be doing right now. We're supposed to be paying attention and writing things down, recording things, so that we can review in a month from now when the retrograde is over. Yeah, this is a real self-discovery time, especially during the solar eclipse. When this solar eclipse happens, we're gonna really learn a lot about who we are. When that sun, which is in Gemini, goes dark, expect communications to be off the fucking hook crazy. Let's just put it that way. But essentially, when the light goes out is when you really know who you are. It's when you really start to understand everything about you. And it's very, very important, this solar eclipse for us. So let's get into the reading. You ready? Let's consult the cards. This is a daily tarot card reading for all signs. Like I said, zodiac sign specific reading. Scorpio, what's up? Sagittarius, Libra, you gotta watch your video. If you don't watch your video, you crazy. You crazy, because you've been getting some good news. Good news. And that's the name of your video, is good news. That's the best title I could come up with. Scorpio was off the hook. Very deep, very emotional, very like, kind of like, insightful as to what might have been, what might be going on with you or with somebody that you're close to right now. So something to be very aware of. I want to thank you for all your views and likes and shares. But anyway, Scorpio, Libra, and Sagittarius, you're up on Born Without Boundaries. Okay, what cards came out? First, what did I say? Okay, so this is the King of Swords, but in this configuration on this deck, it relates to, he's good, he's honest. King of Swords upright, a very good, very honest person, a mentality of somebody who has a lot of integrity, but this is also kind of sort of martyrdom, kind of sort of, I have to do everything on my own, kind of sort of, I have to figure it out by myself. Watch out for that, because that could seriously mess you up. That's an FYI, and that's where we begin. And then we start off on this new journey, following a star, aspiring, but understanding. Are we understanding? Are we comprehending? I'm not sure. This could be us deciding that we're going to have to go it alone. This is the energy of the Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady, wins the race. It's contradictory to this energy. This is the energy of, I want to get it done now. And this is the energy of, I'm going to take my sweet time and I'm not really going to commit to anything. I'm just going to take day by day slowly. And then we have the Hermit, but it's the Hermit in reverse. So this is either you intentionally isolating yourself. Of course, it could also represent Mercury retrograde because the Hermit is Virgo energy, which is ruled by Mercury. This could also be being scared, being too scared, having irrational fears regarding health, especially health and wellness, and deciding to keep yourself inside like a recluse. It could also be somebody who's manipulative in a way. I'm not getting manipulation here. It's just somebody who's kind of, could also, sometimes it's like a tricky person that's like sneaking around in the dark, trying to do things in the dark that he doesn't have courage to do in the light. I think literally this configuration is that we're starting to go too slow because could be representative of Mercury retrograde. Let's just put it that way. And I can't get this one out of my head. Look at this guy. This is the Knight of Wands, but he didn't come out yet. It's just on the bottom of the deck. So let's keep going. Today, daily tarot card reading for today. This is the Three of Swords in reverse. We're definitely not liking what we're seeing. We're not really loving what we're doing, maybe for work or for school. We're not seeing any movement, which is frustrating, right? And then we're like trying to build a new network. This is Two of Wands. This is our central card right now. So we're trying to like open ourselves up and explore different options, different possibilities. That's actually not a bad thing to do right now. But we could be jumping into things sight unseen, and that would get us into a mess. This is really, this is energy that it's, let's put it this way, it's got as much momentum as the Knight of Wands, but it doesn't have as much commitment. So it's not as sure of itself as it wants to look. It thinks it's ready. It's not certain that it is, but it's jumping in anyway. It does have good intentions. It's not malicious. This isn't in reverse. There's no malice here, but it is lack of preparation or something that you're not completely sure. And then look at page follows. This is another like impetuous, I don't know what I'm getting into. Maybe I did some quick research online. This could be communications online. You don't really know what you're getting into. I don't think you can really trust this situation. This is a reminder that maybe you're trying to rush things too fast and carry things away too quickly. The King of Cups is here, being playful and having fun. This is friendship, right? This is friendship. In some ways, it might almost be like subverted friendship. It's like somebody wants more than friendship or is going after more than friendship, but that's all you really want right now. That kind of energy, it could be like that too. Which is a little bit deceptive, but it's not malicious. And no, not all deception is malicious. Sometimes we deceive people because we are uncertain ourselves, or because we don't want to hurt somebody, you know, like sometimes that's what it is. So there's no malice, there's no intent to do harm. Let's put it that way. We had the Seven of Wands fall out on top of the Two of Wands. So this is commitment to, but this is taking the high road. Remember to take the high road. Remember to not settle. And it's going to be tough. And it's slow going. Because look he took the high road, but he really doesn't have that much of an elevation in his favor. You know, it's in other words, things aren't really working out that impressively right now. It'll be little victories today, not huge ones. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. Open up and show yourself to the world. Even if you're not completely ready, I'm not saying go seek people out, but this is about integrity. This is about being honest with the world, being honest about who you are, being honest that, you know, I'm not ready, but this is what I got right now. This is also your gifts finally being seen, people finally recognizing you. You know, part of the reason why with this card out that you haven't been noticed or opportunities haven't come through is because people didn't even know you existed. So this is people actually starting to know that you exist, and that's a really good sign. And then we have the Sun card, which is the most exceptional sign you could get. That's triumph, victory, success, it's happiness, it's knowing who you are, feeling confident in yourself. Yeah, and sort of brightening people's day, to be totally honest with you. And then we have, oh, the Judgment card. So a new beginning. A new beginning, a new start, a next chance, also a decision that's made in your favor, and an offer that's made. In fact, many offers that start coming through. So this is really wonderful energy that's telling us slow and steady wins the race. Continue into, I would say, if I had to sum this up in one word, this word would be integrity. Integrity is the name of the game. Integrity is knowing that, hey, maybe I only have mediocre knowledge, but this is what I got. This is what I got, and I'm going to show up to the interview anyway and just introduce myself and be honest with what I can offer. I think your honesty and sincerity is really going to go heads above even more experience right now. I'm just letting you know. This is maybe we're trying to get into situations that we're not really prepared for, do something that we're not really ready for. Yeah, just an FYI, especially with something that's happening online or online communications. This is realizing in some ways or realizing in some ways or making peace with somebody who may have taken something from you or stolen something from you or made something difficult. It may not be a someone, it could be a something. For me, it would be the platforms that I work with. It really, that could kind of be it. Sort of just like work on friendship right now. Friendship is the name of the game. It's the most solid, most way that you would feel most open, most playful, way that you'll feel most comfortable. And because you're comfortable, you'll do your best. Let's get into the oracle cards. Wait, what's everybody got going on? I got a message for you. Text me up. No. Sorry, dude. Integrity is everything. What? Oh, are you talking to somebody else? I'm talking to somebody else. Way cool. I get it. Hold your vision. That is so beautiful. Fixed moon. Hold your vision. I'm not going to say any more. That's what needs to be said. So in other words, keep doing what you're doing, which is exactly what you are doing. Central energy is continue to do with what you are doing. Eventually, your integrity is going to shine through and offers and opportunities will come in because of it. So don't try anything new right now, but definitely continue to work and hold your own. Heart chakra. Well, heart chakra is the huge energy right now. Heart chakra is ruled by the sun. It's us, where our sun sign is, but it's also, our life purpose, what's meant to be. It's also our courage. It's also our strength of character, and it is very much our integrity. So it's just very, very important for you to know that heart chakra energy and have it open. An open heart chakra is a key to success right now. Open heart chakra. Open heart chakra. Oh my God, my neighbors are noisy as fuck. They're noisy. I really appreciate your guidance and look forward to, oh, thanks, man. Capricorn comes out, I film it today, so it comes out tomorrow with Aquarius and Pisces. Wealth. Damn. Bugs. See, there's been some sort of bug, some sort of hiccup, some sort of snafu when it comes to your wealth. When it comes to your money, your profit, and you being able to increase your value. Okay, fine. It's gonna fix itself. There's a lot of bugs in the air right now with the retrogrades. Understand something right now. That may be what's bugging you. With your abundance seems stifled or the opportunities haven't been coming in. Stay with your path. Stick to your integrity. Believe me when I say it's not you, it's them. It will come around. This could also, for those of you who are on the prowl, looking for love, it could also mean that you haven't really found the person that you want to commit to. that maybe dating is bugging you, or the people that you're meeting kind of bug you. In other words, the bugs mean that something's there that's irritating you. And ultimately, it's not the kind of irritation where I love you, but you irritate me. It's the kind of irritation that prevents you from actually connecting. Well, could you do me a favor and just trust your gut here? And don't try to push against the grain, and listen to your energy, your psychic energy that says, don't push too hard. Because if something's bugging you, that's a red flag. Please listen to it. Please be aware of it. We have trusting people that you shouldn't trust. We have hanging out, having fun, and letting your guard down to the point where you're being taken advantage of. So that could also be, people sort of pretending to be your friend, or pretending to be friendlier than you think they are. And it may not be even them taking advantage, but if you're in a situation where you're not sincere and you're trying to impress other people too hard, well, then it's going to be easier for people to take advantage of you because you're distracted. You're not your whole self. You're not your full self. So watch out for that kind of behavior of trying to make friends too hard. Just like let things happen naturally. And then we have saying goodbye to the past, being ready to grow up, grow beyond, and let go. It's time. Okay. Also, it could be being willing to say goodbye to people in the present that do not feel right, that are not people that incorporate well. Saying goodbye to those childish ways. We're fucking 40. I'm 40 years old, man. Like, I don't want to go out and party every night. I'm just not into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't try to be who you were. You're going to be who you are right now and react to who you are right now. That's very important. We have unexpected help and advice that comes from unexpected places. Unexpected as in places you may not have even known could give advice, right? Or people that you may not even know would be helpful. This is listening to that odd advice, odd things intriguing you. Odd things intriguing you. But that's all because you're being introduced to a lot of new things to consider, and that's really fun stuff that you could do right now, is just let yourself be amused, but don't take it that seriously. Nature. Nature is the ultimate balancer, and if you can, hold on. When nature comes out, it's asking you to go and ground yourself. Feet in the sand, feet in the dirt, feet in the garden, feet in the grass. Your feet or your hands, but your feet especially, connecting directly to the earth is very important for the earth to reabsorb all that chaotic energy that's in your body. It grounds you like plastic does a live wire. That's what it does. And it's important for us to make contact. You don't have to, I watched a video on grounding. You don't have to ground yourself and do it for a half hour every day. The guy said it's not about the amount of time you spend, it's about the regularity that you do it. So it's better to do it for 5 minutes or a minute every day than it is to go out there and do it for a half an hour one day. It's just needing to touch base with the earth for it to like just neutralize that crazy energy, for you to go about your day. It's like do it every day. Also getting back to your nature is getting back to nature itself, because it creates harmony. It's the purest form of our 3D existence is nature. It's integrity of all integrities. It's the most spiritual integrity that anything in the 3D world has. So if you're finding yourself having a difficulty with your spirituality, with your faith, with calming yourself down, getting yourself back to nature is a way to actually, in a lot of ways, touch God. Now remember, yes, I know God exists in all of us, of course, but that also gets into the point of going crazy with yourself, because you've got your mind in your way, you've got your heart, you've got your ego in your way. So a way for us to connect with the God that's in us, connect with spirit, connect with connect with the natural world. It's the quickest way to actually just touch God and bring yourself back to a pure form of God, and it'll help you locate the God within you really quickly. And then we have positive future is here. Interesting, it's popping up in the past. In other words, the groundwork you laid down for what you're experiencing today, you laid down yesterday. You laid down last year. You know, you're living the life that you decided to live as of last year. Understand that that's the world that you created. We all have to live in the world that we create with our choices. And in some cases, you may not really be that happy. But it's also okay because it's a realization that just like yesterday made your current your now, that now also will create tomorrow. So if you want your world to change, that's possible. You just have to start taking those steps to just making decisions that are aligned with where you want to be. Wisdom is here. This is knowing who to trust and who to not trust. And knowing, I think more than anything, you don't have to trust anything. You don't have to trust anyone that doesn't feel right to you. Use your wisdom, use your gut. Your gut is right on right now. It knows, and if it doesn't trust a person or a situation, tell him bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Just do it. And don't feel like you're losing anything. Don't feel like you're hurting anybody. You're not. And what's more, you're protecting yourself. I'm always surprised what cards end up coming out. Knowledge. Seek knowledge. And this could be ancient knowledge because it's ancient wisdom. So, like I talked about in the beginning of the video, the answers for the problems in the present could be something that our ancestors had already figured out. Let's not throw it all away just because we want it to be impressive and look like we're better than our fathers. In some ways, maybe, but in some ways, maybe not, okay? Some ways, the best thing that you can do is preserve what was exceptional. Now, ancient knowledge, it almost seems, I'm saying ancient because it came out way in my past position. So seek knowledge, also learning from the past, which is what Mercury retrograde is all about. Seek knowledge and wisdom based on what you've survived and what you've succeeded through and what you experienced in the past. Today is a very good day for that, and it could be you're getting served up some lessons from the past. It's okay. You know what? Those are only lessons that you skipped. Don't fucking skip class, okay? It's not the universe's fault. You decided to go to McDonald's instead of show up at gym class, all right? I'm just saying that, you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying there's the knowledge that's coming up from the past is knowledge that you skipped, and it's knowledge that you still have to look over. So be prepared for that. Believe in your dreams. Now, this is inspirational as well as it is literal. Dreams are off the hook right now. They're really like and I think it's because of Neptune and Jupiter and its placements in comparison to everything in Gemini right now. It's trying to communicate with you. The universe is trying to communicate, or you're trying to communicate with you through your dreams. So be paying attention to dreams. And please have the dream journal right beside your bed. I don't care if it's a notebook. I don't care if it's gold cover. I don't care. As long as it's a pencil and a paper, you can write down your dreams. This is a very important time for you to do it. So it's literally pay attention to your dreams, but it's also reconnect with your dreams. That's your heart chakra. Your dreams, really, your heart dreams are your purpose on earth. So it's you reconnecting with the most sincere version of yourself. Damn. Okay. Oh, here we are. Let's go through the deck. I know I'm so systemized. This is what happens when you have a Mars in Virgo. And I literally am horrible to myself if I don't, it's very OCD, if I don't go through it all and in the right order, it's crazy. I am crown of creation, and this is new moon. So watch that very much. This could be a timestamp of the aha moments or a creative endeavor, a breakthrough coming. Like I said, if anything comes through now, it's going to come to you. You don't have to push it. It's already set up. The only things that are for certain are the things that the universe has already set up, and those get a free fucking pass. There's nothing that's gonna keep them from you. So you don't even have to think about it. There's something here. I am crown of creation that's popping through at least by Thursday, which is when the new moon is. strong communications, okay, coming through with that Gemini new moon. It's also a sense of say something, talk, speak, and speak into existence, not only with your words, but also with your thoughts. This will be a powerful time to manifest what you are welcoming into your life. And remember, you're not rushing it by manifesting with the new moon. You're simply setting it up, like I said, laying that groundwork. You're laying that groundwork for how you want your life to be, say over the next 2 years or the next 10 years, however far you want to cast out. But I would also say that, you know, it's interesting that I just said those things, because sometimes when we manifest, we say, I want to do this within 2 years' time. And that's great, but that can also be limiting, because then it's like, is it really drawing in what we really want, or just drawing in what's available within that 2 years? I don't really know about that, and I may need to be able to focus manifestation a lot better. Very specific, articulate manifestation is very important at this time. Let's read through. First one is no place like home. Finding where you belong. This is heart chakra energy. C5, 5th house. And I know that the 4th house is your home and your family, but the 5th house is where you spiritually belong. You know, like your soul tribe, like where you really belong in life. There's no place like home. There's could also be moving to a new home or looking for a new home. Something to do literally with your house. Never-ending story. There could be complications here, or you're staying someplace longer than you thought you would, okay? And then regeneration, wanting something new to happen, a time of transformation occurring, but right now we are between two worlds. So it's finding a way to be peaceful during this time of change. And I think the best way to do it is just be interested in the weirdness of it all, because that's really that intriguing energy of, I don't want to predict, I don't even want to expect, like everything is too weird. I'm just gonna sit back and like you were walking through like Madame Tussauds or something, or Ripley's Believe It or Not. Like, don't even predict. Like, that's kind of what it is it's a spectacle right now for you to watch and enjoy, because the transitions are, it's like almost like, let me say this, the transitions that you're going through, you've already set up. It's already playing out. If you try to jump in and fix it now, you'll break the whole thing. You have to accept what you've done to this date. And if on the other side you don't like it, then you start to fix it. But that's kind of what this is about right now. So it's like trying to find balance in an unstable time. Or it's saying that you're changing, you're going through a change. It feels like it's never going to end, but eventually you're going to get to the place where you belong. And transitions can be very, very scary. They can be irritating, but they can also be really fun. And if we put our adventure caps on, I think we'll have a good time. Not for you. This is about a time about learning what's not for you, and honoring it. Like I know we want certain things, but we also have to no, I don't want that. I don't want it. I feel it in my heart. I know it in my heart, and I don't want it. And so I shouldn't give my energy to it. Bottom line, I'll know what you want and don't want. Poised, you're ready for your future success. You're poised to gain treasure. You're poised for abundance. You're poised. Now just have faith and enjoy the in-between, okay? Because where your heart is taking you is still very true and very consistent. So continue to have faith in that. This is really about it's not even about being flexible in the moment. It's about being in the moment and just enjoying what's in front of you right now, but not settling, so that you still have room for what you have really meant, like what you really want, like what you've really been manifesting and working for, if that makes sense. Thank you, God. Value your self-worth. You are God's precious gem. There you go. And you have a right to be where your heart is. right? You are a diamond. It also means that you're under a lot of pressure right now. Well, what's going to come out is a better version of you. That's what happens. That's what comes out of this pressure. A better version of yourself. But it's please remember your value. It's important right now. Or else you may be tempted to settle. Angel messages. We have 1. Think global. You are being encouraged to spread your wings. Think outside the square. You are a citizen of the world. Expand your vision. Imagine the world within your heart. Embrace it. Surround it with love. Let it be, and so it will be. All right. I think this is exploratory. I think this is let the world in some ways introduce itself to you, right? Angel messages, please, for today. Any more angel messages? There's one more that came out. Archangel Uriel. A great spiritual transformation is currently occurring, both in your life and in our world. Tell me, like, that's not crazy. This is the union of heaven and earth, spirit and matter, nature. Heart and mind unite in harmonious balance. Nature is where spirit and matter come together. And harmonious balance of heart and mind, that's where music comes together. Harmonious. Music is that point between the logic and the artistic. Okay? So in other words, are there points where we can touch this middle ground that we've been talking about? This in-between, this transition, this in-between? Nature, that's where God meets 3D. It's the purest form of spirit in 3D. And then music is the way that we can vibrate and use our instrument and heart to start to vibrate into the ether. Please remember that. I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming on with me today. You know I will be here tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday. It'll be our hump day. Woo, woo. I do have a lot of work to do, but I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys here tomorrow. Bye.